So, is Central C untouchable? Well, in the United States, he's certainly not untouchable, because there was recently a video leaked, not leaked or posted, of Central C getting approached by paparazzi in the US, where he was called a one-hit wonder, and we're gonna take a look at that right now. Sorry, I'm still ill, guys, but we keep going. I saw this video posted on UK Rap Daily. We're gonna take a look at it right now. In this video, there was clearly some dialogue before this person started recording. I don't know if it's paparazzi. It doesn't seem like it's paparazzi, because paparazzi have them, you know, fancy cameras in America. And in the UK, we don't really have paparazzi culture, but it doesn't seem like paparazzi to me, but let's see.
One hit wonder, so.
What was the hit?
Why are you being rude? You're being rude, man.
So why did you just say one hit wonder? What does that mean?
That's who you are.
So what does that mean, though?
What are you talking about?
And also in this video, you see those guys in the back covering their faces. I think that's one of the guys who's usually ballied up, you know, with Sench. I can't confirm, you know, but that's just, we're just making an assumption here. Take that with a pinch of salt.
You're being rude, man.
So why did you just say one hit wonder? What does that mean?
That's who you are.
So what does that mean, though?
What are you talking about?
And this was in DC, Washington, DC airport. First things first, I don't think that was appropriate. Whoever did that, you know what I mean? You're paparazzi, but these are human beings. Don't be rude. But again, we don't know what happened before this, because clearly words were exchanged before he started recording, or before what happened in this video we saw. The next thing we're going to look for is this interview that Bambino did on a big American platform, Real Life Productions. How many subscribers?
Hey, this is Mark Cuban. Thanks for watching me.
1.44 million subscribers, and they, as you can see, the first channel trailer that you see is Mark Cuban. Look at this one, 652,000 views in 12 days. This is a huge channel, huge channel. Charleston White even, oh my days. And also big ups to Bambino as well. You know, he's been doing his thing, dropping his music. The numbers are looking decent, mate. They're not looking too bad, my guy. They're not looking too bad. This one's a banger. This one was just, I was pissed off. Oh my God. I don't want Bambino to copyright me. Well, he already got things for the, he already got YouTube content ID'd for the sample. But this song's a bang. I recommend you go listen to it. Bambino's been doing this thing. But back to this interview. What I'm getting at with this interview, guys, is that a major UK platform would not have the balls to do this. In America, they don't care. This is a huge platform in America. Central C is, you know, he's hot out there. He's up and coming up there. In the process of trying to establish himself in America currently, after signing that £25 million deal with Columbia. And this platform still took the risk of getting Bambino on to speak about, to tell his side of the story with Central C. And the comments are backing him as well. This dude is mad genuine, you can just tell. And Bambino's done a lot of interviews. I mean, he got his message across the UK as best as he could. He didn't jump on my podcast, but we did a live stream that did pretty well, you know. It went pretty viral. We did that. V Media had him on first. Shout out to V Media. As did an interview with him, and a few others have done interviews with him to allow him to get his side of the story across. But RTM didn't get him on. Winners Talking didn't get him on. 90s Babies didn't get him on. A lot of these the Instagram pages, they weren't really posting. I mean, I think they were posting about this, to be fair to them. I think Made You Think posted about it. But for the vast majority of the platforms that are, you know, funded by the industry, radio silence, not a peep. Same with the Shawnee situation, when Shawnee said what she said about Traplow Ross. Radio silence from a lot of these pages that are being funded by the labels. But you know what? It's business. Business is business. When these lot are funding your business, bro, it's business. Like, I understand why you couldn't make a post like that. And even shout out to Made You Think. I can't find the video, but it was sent to me. But Made You Think, in a video, I can't lie, the video is kind of annoying. He's just eating while he's talking, and it's like, bruv, just finish your food and make the video, you know what I mean? But big up Made You Think anyway, but yeah. And he was saying that it's not fair for us to say that these blog pages are controlled by the labels, because the majority of the revenue he makes is from outside promo from regular people, not promo from the labels, even though the labels do pay him for promo. Like, if an artist is going to be releasing a mixtape or something like that, they're going to allocate some of the budget for a page like I Made You Think to make like maybe 5 posts for him. But I think it's a fair point that he made when he said that the majority of the money that he makes from promo does not come from the labels. However, the reason people come to you to buy promo and see value in your promo is because the labels see value when you're in promo on your page. If the labels stopped promoting their artists on your page, stopped allocating parts of their artist budgets to go to promo on your page, then would you still be receiving the same amount of promo from other people? I don't think so. I don't think so. Let me know in the comments below if you disagree. I don't think so personally. And I think that it's fair to say that these labels have more leverage on you than you have on them, especially because of the algorithm changes with social media now. I'm not going to say how much Made You Think charges, but instead of paying you X amount to have posts on your page, I can just use that money to create a TikTok fund and get a bunch of TikTokers to just make, or people just to make TikToks to the song. You know what I mean? That will probably be better than me getting you to post the song, to post a trailer. I'd probably receive a higher return on it from going to TikTok, paying random TikTokers to do whatever to the song, because more people hear it, it'll boost the sound, people are gonna go listen to it, helps increase the chances of the sound going viral. Whereas me doing a post on your Instagram page is simply, the post could flop, the post could be good, but the comments are always just going to be negative. You know, on Instagram, blog pages, the comments are overwhelmingly negative. It's like, bro, who needs that? You know what I mean? It's just showing it to a bunch of people who don't care or who already know about the song anyway. But let me know what you think about that, guys. It's an interesting conversation. But I've told you guys all of that so you can see that in the UK, Central C's the golden boy. Everybody's afraid, anyone's afraid to go against him, talk about him, say anything that doesn't fit the narrative that they're trying to push. Got to give Trap Lil Ross and Bouncer their flowers for, you know, telling the truth. Trap Lil Ross is a journalist. We recently had him on here. Our podcast is going to be out in like a week. Bouncer on my podcast, he said, Central C is not from the streets. And I think the definition is blurred, you know, for who is from the streets. It's because if you grew up in poverty, rough area, but you weren't really about it like that. And when I say about it, I mean you weren't really, you know, to say, yo, let's ride, like, yo, carrying shanks, like, yo, do this, let's do that. Yo, I chinged up man. If you're not really about it like that, does that mean you're not from the streets? Can you be from the streets but not really about that stuff? You're just around that stuff. I don't know. And then the argument with that comes with, well, oh, what are you talking about? Like, look, he's going clear. Central C's making moves for the UK. That's the approach that I've always had to this. If you watch when he dropped Can't Rush Greatness, I did a nice stream where we reacted to that album, and it was a great album. I don't remember the last time I've listened to it, but at the time I really enjoyed the album. It's a nice piece of work. I think the only song I go back to here and there is St. Patrick. But where I say that he's become untouchable is because in the UK, you know, everybody says UK's bad vibes, XYZ. Is it bad vibes to be telling the truth? Because Central C's team, they got really mad at Trap Lil Ross. You guys remember what Shawnee said about Trap Lil Ross. Trap Lil Ross is a journalist. He's a journalist. He did a deep dive into Central C, and in that deep dive, he ended up finding out that this guy's not a gangster. Even when Central C first blew up, Digga D was like, yeah, I went college with this guy. He's a good guy. You know what I mean? He's just a cool guy. He's not on this, you know what I mean, riding out stuff. He's not on this. He's not on that. He's not about that life. And London's a small place. It's a small place, but it's a big place. The word spreads very quickly. So if you're rapping about doing X, Y, Z and you're not, word will spread. People will find out, bro. People will. The truth will always end up coming out. But I feel like Central C's team, you know, YB's, Shawnee, if she's on the team, whoever's on that team, they knew this. They just used the UK as a stepping stone, you know? And now they're in America. They're going crazy in America. I mean, let's even take a look at this. My man's got songs with Dirk, Lil Baby, 21 Savage. Let's just do a quick check on this. He's got 21 Savage's 4th most streamed song. He's had that for a while. I think it was even higher than that before. This guy still has Lil Baby's most streamed song. He's had this on Spotify for months now. Months. Lil Baby. And for Lil Durk, he's got his 3rd most streamed song. Skepta, he's got Skepta's 2nd most streamed song. So the motion is there. But I feel like his team got so angry at Trap Lil Ross because Trap Lil Ross told us that 75% of his viewers are from America. Trap Lil Ross gets like 5 million views a month. So that's close to 4 million views a month in America of people that watch Trap Lil Ross. And that Central C video really was not good for them. Because as you guys have seen from the start of the video, America is not afraid to call out anyone. They're not afraid to have these conversations. But in the UK, very tight-knit. It's like, oh, okay, let's suck up to Centr. Okay, let's suck up to Centr. Ooh, let's suck up to Centr. Okay. But out there, you've got Bambino saying, this guy took my swag. This guy's nothing. Like, this guy's not really about it. I had to tell this guy to take his hair out of a bun. This guy's not from the streets. And you've got Trap Lil Ross, journalist. You've got two different perspectives. You've got somebody who could be an ex-bitter best friend, and then you've got Trap Lil Ross, a hood journalist, bro, you know, who does deep dives into things, who's verified and does his research. Both saying the same thing. We all know how Americans feel about UK rap, how the vast majority of Americans feel about UK rap. They're still learning to be able to accept listening to rap music with this accent. So Trap Lil Ross and Bambino are really could mess up that bag. Because if America finds out this guy's not really what he says he is, then it could mess up the whole plan. And we're talking 25 M's in this this deal, bro. This is no joke thing. And it's not just Central C who's kind of untouchable. It's YB's who's untouchable as well. You know what I'm saying? We know what YB's did. We know he's, he's a smart guy, talented manager. You know, he did with what he's done with Sench. And then, guys, it comes back to this gatekeeping thing as well with YB's, because Bambino actually leaked a DM between him and YB's. And if you don't know, guys, because I've been saying all these names, Bambino is the guy who claims that Central C's taken all of his swag, didn't bring him in, not putting the man them on. And YB's is Central C's manager, who he met when Central C was trying to come up. I'm assuming he invested in him because, you know, but I don't know anyway. Pretty much that's how it is. And I'm going to slap it on the screen because I'll read it off my phone, but he shows DMs. YB's saying to Bambino, don't say my name on the net no more, bro. CC a real guy and he helped you. You sent for him on a song where he paid for the studio time. That's weird. Like, bruv, I don't know the politics. I don't know what's happened behind the scenes. You know what I mean? I don't know. But this is very, you know, this is type of energy trying to humble somebody, trying to push someone down. It's like, look, don't say my name on the net anymore. Bro, you're mentioning my man's name in a song you paid for with studio time. Shut up. You're down here, I'm up here. That's the energy I'm getting off of these messages, bro. But here's where it gets mad. Your ambition is bigger than your grind and your talent. So he's basically saying you ain't got the work ethic or the talent to get to where you think you deserve to be, which is absolutely mad. Like, who is YB's company, bro? First of all, who the you? That's what I'll be thinking. Who are you? Okay, yes, YB's. You know, let me finish reading this. You turned into a hater and snake because you can't take it and you're impatient. Bro, this guy, bro, Bambino's got a child. He's a grown-ass man. There ain't no time for no patience, brother. You're in the position that you've all been working towards. You're in the position to put the man them on. You already didn't sign the deal, didn't give me a single that would have given me £250,000, and the nerve to say because you weren't patient. The nerve. The nerve is crazy over here, by the way. It's crazy. I understand there's two sides to every story and the truth, but from what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing, this guy's ego's out of control. If you want me to be real with you, while nobody asked, your music is not good enough yet. Don't mean you won't develop as an artist and get better, or that you won't be successful in music or find another lane in life. That's my personal opinion. Well, nobody asked for your personal opinion in that DM as far as I can see. And the guy's talking like his don't stink. What is A2 Anti doing? What are the other artists doing? What are all these other artists doing, you know, that you're allegedly managing, bro? It's meant to be a Live Yours summer. We haven't had a Live Yours summer, have we? The Live Yours YouTube channel is dead. It's dead. It's beyond dead. Central C posted one song on there. The Live Yours channel is dead. Where has this ego come from, apart from you doing your thing with Sench? You know, because me, like, this is a form of gatekeeping. It's a form of gatekeeping. He feels like he's a gatekeeper to this industry. Like, I don't think you have the talent or this enough, your ambition. It's like, bruv, if I was Bambino, I'd say, bro, shut up, man. Like, what the hell? Like, you don't need this, bro. Like, who is, like, bro? Listen. You manage Sench, big ups to you. You've taken it far. Can you do it again? I think the answer's 100% no. Can't do it again, bro. Can't do it again. Couple other artists he's managing, that he's been managing. We ain't had a Live Yours summer yet. And I don't think a Live Yours summer is ever gonna come. Bro, that's just me. I don't like this gatekeeping. To me, this seems like a form of gatekeeping, bro. It's like, who the is YB's his company, bro. Allow it, bro. Allow it. And he's another one who people are always gonna be afraid to say things about, like, from what I've heard, the other artists that you manage, YB's, are not doing anything. They're not doing just how it is. They're not doing shit. Could he do it again? He probably can do it again. Is he smart? Yes, he's smart, bro. But I don't like these gatekeepers with egos. It actually pisses me off. But there are two sides to every story in the truth. This is me reacting from what I've heard, the side of the stories that I've seen. But bottom line, in my opinion, you cannot talk like this until you've done it again. You know, it's okay doing it with one artist. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Will he do it again? If he does it again, I will never say anything like this ever again. I promise. I'll say, King YB's, I'm so sorry. I'll act like everyone else in the industry. I'm bow down. I'm so sorry, YB's. You're the king of this industry. You're the king. You're the gatekeeping king. But I doubt that's going to happen. I doubt it. And then we've got the argument that Central C is doing a lot for the culture. Me personally, I don't think he's doing that much for the culture. Because there's always going to be this debate, is he from the culture? Is he not from the culture? I mean, I think it's fair to say he is from the culture, but who am I to judge that anyway? But from the way it looks to me, he has benefited. Hey, my people, I'm ill, as you can hear, but if you could give the video a like, it'd be very much appreciated. Doesn't cost anything, takes no time, helps boost me up in the algorithm. I've been ill, but we're back. So yes, let's get to it. Let's get to it, my people. Greatly from this culture. If you guys remember this LA Leakers freestyle where he's like comparing the US slang to UK slang. It's on 8.7 million views right now. But this is from the culture. This is the culture that's allowed you to do this. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the time people say things like, oh, well, what does this person owe the culture? What did the culture really do for them? And I think there are some cases where that is valid to say. But in this case, like, bro, you owe the culture. Like, you have a debt to pay for the culture. And how is he paying off that debt? He's not. He's not even done it with his boys. As Bambino said in his podcast, Bambino said, yo, this guy's not trying to put on the guys. He had the chance to get his brethren, who Bambino Kadar, watch his interviews if you haven't already. He had the chance to get him a £250,000 deal if Central C just jumped on one song with him, and Central C didn't do it. I know this music gets complicated, XYZ, our image, we're trying to head in this direction, but if that's your day one, your brethren, and they've got the chance to have a $250,000, oh my God, let me turn off these phone notifications, man. If that's your day one, your brethren, you know, somebody who's been with you the whole time, helped you get to this position that you're in, you know, very clearly he's helped you get to this position that you're in, and you don't give him a feature to help him get a £250,000, something that's going to change his life. I think you're a scumbag, honestly. I think you're a piece of shit. I know there's other factors in there. I'm just going off of what we know. I think you're a piece of shit. And in my podcast with Bouncer even said that he reckons Bambino's just angry that he missed out on the bag. That Bambino's angry that he missed out on the bag. But I argue back, what bag has he missed out on? What bag? Look on Spotify. A2 Anti, do man gladly, do man badly. Big up to A2 Anti. I think he's cold. He's on the radar. Freestyle's very cold.
Get up close, shoot like porno, hurting's tight like.
Very cold, but I don't see Central C in the background. Yeah, he might be posting it on his Instagram, but I don't see Central C in the background. Gang, this was a highly anticipated song, gang. Highly anticipated song. This song was dropped nearly 2 months ago, and they did a preview like with Central C on TikTok time ago. There's been a lot of hype for this song. Some 40,000 streams in 2 months. 40,000 streams in 2 months. And a lot of that's probably being boosted from Eurovision, because obviously you see as monthly listeners, you think, yo, this guy's got to be rolling in it. But apart from that, the other songs, I mean, don't get twisted. These are not bad numbers by any stretch of the imagination. But you expect more, you know, and it's very possible for Central C to put his boy in a position to have a lot more than this, especially in the time frame. So people saying Bambino made the wrong decision, he missed out on the bag. I don't know what bag he's missed out on personally. I don't see the bag he's missed out on. I mean, Eurovision, I mean, is A2 Anti getting royalties from Eurovision? Hopefully he is. Hopefully he is. But also with A2 Anti, who is A2 Anti apart from the guys who's sometimes with Central C? How do you know A2 Anti as? Who do you know him as? That's just what I'd be thinking. How do you know this guy? Who is he? Is he just a guy who's in the background with Central C? Like, people aren't really taking in his music like that. They haven't really built. They've had a lot of time to build an image. They haven't really built an image for A2 Anti, the main guy who you think Century's gonna put on. All we know is A2 Anti, do man gladly, do man badly. That's it. That's all we know about A2 Anti. That's all we know. So my question is, what has Bambino actually missed out on, and what is Century doing for the culture that he has benefited from so much, and that people debate, is he even part of this culture? Look, let's go on to the Live Yours YouTube channel that hasn't been posted on in 11 months. Now, no offense, but who the is Curbs? Who is that? I don't know who this is. Let's check his Spotify.
Wanna speak on them no more,
Yeah, Curbs is sounding cold. He's sounding kind of similar to Nux, but he's sounding cold. I don't know if this is one of the guys that's always rolling around with Central C. Look at this, all these guys in the background. Look, there's A2 Anti in the background there. But you think these lot are getting a bag? You think he's putting these lot on? Maybe he is. Maybe he isn't, but I'm not seeing it. And it's been years. It's been years. And if that I'm a gangster image facade thing fails, bro, if in America they start to see through it, then what? You got to become a pop star. You got to do a Machine Gun Kelly. I feel like that is the only path this guy can go on next. I mean, the truth always prevails, bro. The truth always comes out. But America is a different place. But cosplaying as a gangster, bro, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. You always get found out. The bigger you get, the more clout you get, more attention you get, the more eyes are on you, the more criticism you receive, the more people that are skeptical about you, the more people that are going to deep dive, and the more people that are going to be like, okay, This guy's not from the streets. This guy's not really been like that. And you can check in the past. They can try to delete it all they want. People are going to find it out. But I think this guy, in the next couple years, Central C is going to be a Machine Gun Kelly. That's what I think he's going to do. I think that route makes sense. You know what I mean? I think it makes sense. Because this album and this album were some of my favorite UK albums of all time, because you can hear the pain, you can hear the struggle. You know what I mean? And Central C is a great storyteller in his music. Great storyteller. Don't get it twisted. And the numbers on this project are insane. And he has created a new path, a new lane for UK artists. But all the limelight's on him. All the limelight is on him right now. Like, there's not really any room. This is what Traplo Ross was saying in our podcast I'm going to drop next week probably. All the limelight, it seems like, is on him. It's like, is there even any space for somebody else to come up? And I said to Traplo Ross, I was like, bro, but you can't really expect my man to sacrifice some of his limelight so others can come up, you know what I mean? But so it's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. But most definitely, I can't see this lasting for too long. Even at that show where he did that dumb shit where it's like, oh, where's H? Where's H? I still reckon that beef is somewhat fabricated. Somewhat being dragged out. But it makes you think, if Central C is able to take this even further, then was his foundation really built off of the hip-hop community in the UK? Because the way I see things is, once your foundation's gone, then you're kind of done. You're kind of done because your foundation's gone. But I'm thinking, did he really even build his foundation off of the UK hip-hop community? Maybe he built his foundation off of TikTok. And if he built his foundation off of TikTok, that foundation is going nowhere. Because him and his team, I mean, apart from Shawnee, of course, him and his team, they do this nonchalant, like, oh, we're unbothered. Oh, UK is just bad vibes, bro. I know you're watching everything. Like, I'm not buying that bullshit. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, every artist, the ones who claim they're off social media, and I'm telling you, they're watching your shit the most, bro. They're watching your shit the most. It's just how it is. And to be honest, from the area that he's from, I've heard, and I quotes from people who are from his area, who've come out of jail, you know, the OGs and that, they don't rate his thing. They don't rate his thing. Like, this whole gang collective image he's trying to push, bro, that doesn't really make sense. Because yeah, there's evil eye in the hood. Yeah, all these things happen. But if you're representing your area, then OGs don't talk about you like this, where it's like, oh yeah, him. You know, oh yeah, my man. They're only with this guy because he blew up. Like, this guy's like on track to become like an A-list celebrity. You know what I mean? They're gonna, of course, they're gonna be around that, bro. This is money that the block's never seen. And then there's also the argument that, oh, if his guys are more patient because YB's is so busy with Central C, bro. YB's been managing other artists. You know, he's been managing other artists. So that's not an excuse. You know what I mean? That's not an excuse, bro. This guy's on tour right now. This guy's on tour. I'm not sure if it's right now. Maybe it's done, but he's been on tour in America. He's been doing this thing. While you're on tour, it should be your brethrens right now. You know what I mean? You're on tour, cool, you're doing your shows. Why are your brethren shooting music videos with you while we're on tour? Like, these are just things that I just think would be normal. You know what I mean? If you're really gonna put your brethrens on. Even if we look on his channel, I don't see him posting one of his brethren's songs. The most he's done is get A2 on Eurovision. Okay. I don't see it, lads. I don't see it. All these guys in the back of the video, bro. Would you want to be a fucking backup dancer? And no disrespect to any of these guys, bro. And credit to Cairo Keys, bro, for realizing I'm not a freaking backup dancer, bro. I'm going to do my own thing. Respect to him for that.
See this culture vulture, this white boy come pulling up to this event, not paying enough respect.
Sorry, your guidance not.
That's how they'll come at me.
People from Central C's own area are not happy with him. A member of 12 Anti this remixed these songs before reacted to him disrespecting Diggity by saying this made no sense. What? Yes, man.
Okay, as I was even saying, big up to Festify, as I was even saying, bro. I said this, bro, like, people from his own hood, they don't rate him, bro. They don't rate him. I know that that's even a mad thing. Not even that's something crazy. Like, but it's just facts. Like, but in the UK, one thing I don't like is, everybody, protect Central, this, that, like, fuck, bro, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, you're talking BS.
Was throwing up a disrespectful gang sign aimed at Diggity's area, Ladbroke Grove, disrespecting them.
Like, what is this? More time. He's got guys on him because of who he's associating with. Because you're associated with these guys. Now guys are onto you, bro. And you need that to push this gangster image you're trying to push, bro. I'm sorry, I call out bullshit.
I thought people just look into things like this too much, but Diggity did respond on a comment of him doing it, saying rage bait from Slim Shady. Obviously, these two have their history, but at this point, they're both millionaires. Diggity is sitting behind bars. Central C is clearer than water at this point and still throwing.
Nah, but you still, here's the thing, that's true, but Central C has something to prove. He's, after that Chaplow Ross documentary, all of that, he needs to prove like, yeah, I'm still, and the gang, yeah. Well, I ain't even doing the sign, innit? I don't even know what I'm doing, innit? I ain't gonna do no gang sign like that. He's trying to prove like, yeah, man's, it's that, bro, because this guy has something to prove. He has to try to prove that he's gangster. Not saying I'm gangster, not saying I'm a judge of anyone who's gangster, bro, but as far as the facts are going, you're not, fam. And before people come at me and say, oh, Tankz, you're just a hater. You're just a hater. Bro, trust me, I'm not a hater. I just don't like, this is what I've built this new type of content I've been making on. Just telling the truth and calling it out. Everybody in this industry is scared to say anything about Central C, bro. Even Young Spray. Even Young Spray, bro. Look, this couple months ago, Central C linked up with Young Spray.
My time for two. Old school team.
Them gave him some signer shoes, got a picture with that. And you know what I'm saying? And do you know what? I would have rated it more if Young Spray got a podcast after that. But the guy ain't even give you a podcast, bro. The guy's leeching off of the culture to push this image, and he ain't even giving you an interview, bro. Quite a few of the interviews I've done, it's people saying, yeah, bro, I watch your content. You watch my content? Yeah, cool, come through. Let's do an interview. Boom, bang, bing. If you rate the guy so much, do an interview with him. But you didn't do an interview with him. And I understand Young Spray's podcast is a little bit mad, and it's not best for your brand image, but that's the culture, bro. That's the culture. Young Spray's podcast influences a lot of the slang that we use today. That's the culture. So what is this guy adding to the culture? Can somebody please tell me? Can somebody please tell me? Is someone like Central C jumping on Young Spray's podcast, that could give that could take Young Spray's podcast to a whole nother level. But he didn't jump on the podcast. So I ask again, what has this guy actually done for the culture? As far as I can see, my man's just cosplaying in America, bro. And I hope this video don't come off as too harsh, guys, but I don't like this, oh, golden boy, can't say anything about Central. But I'll say it, I don't care. But you know what it is? They gotta keep this image of like, oh, we're big, we don't care about the UK, even though your whole career is built off of the UK. Oh, we don't care about the UK. So you send your attack dog Shawnee to come and, you know, say them things, Chaplow Ross, try out bouncer and all them things there, because you got to keep that unbothered gimmick, bro. We see through it. We all see through it. Your boy is not untouchable, and the facade is breaking. I'm telling you, Central C is going to be a future MGK, bro. Because I don't like the way in this industry everybody's protected. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. And I'm going to say what I need to say. Because I've given it time and I've realized this guy ain't doing nothing for the culture, bro. He's not doing nothing for the culture. Do you really think there's room for another UK artist to break into America when all this limelight's on Central? And if there is, who? Who? I'm not saying he needs to sacrifice any of his limelight, but the whole argument is, oh, he's paving the way for UK artists to come to America. Is he? Or is he just paved the lane and filled up the road, I don't know, poured concrete on the lane as he's moving forward? I understand at this level, you've got to be strategic. There's got to be plans in place. But Jesus Christ, you've done cool. And this is no disrespect to any of the people in the background, but to most people watching, you man are backup dancers, bro. You're backup dancers. Yeah, he might be flying you out. Yeah, you might be on this. But at the end of the day, none of that's yours. None of that's yours. What do you have? What have you built for yourself? You know what I mean? Once you're not around this guy, are you going to be able to live the same lifestyle that you're living with him? Absolutely 155,000% you're not. Work on building something for yourself, bro. I don't know, behind the scenes, bro, they might have the biggest plan for these guys to put all of these guys on, but I'll be real, it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good, bruv. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'm still a bit ill right now, but this guy's not fucking untouchable, all right? You're not fucking untouchable, okay? I know the industry probably has you feeling that way, bro, but you're not untouchable, bro, and you're not immune to any form of criticism, bro, all right? You're not. Your music is good, but don't send your lapdog to come and attack someone for telling the truth. It's just the truth. How can you be mad at someone for telling the truth unless you're trying to create a facade? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like on the video if you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to be posting regularly. I think I'm going to try to bang out like 3 videos today in total, because I've been sick, you know, I've been slacking, but I'm back. I'm still sick. My voice is still a bit messed up, but I've taken 2 of these Nurophens that I should have only taken 1 of because they're extra strength. I've been drinking this like it's codeine, bro. Drinking this. But I've been doing a mixture of that and this, bro. So I ain't coughing, bro, but I'm still coughing. But we're back and we're stronger than ever, bro. We ain't afraid to say it how it is, bro. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.